she always is still like, I'm so sorry that I almost killed you. But oh, ow. First of all, can we just talk about, like, how cute these mom capris are? I don't know if you can see, but they're so cute, and they look really cute with the shirt, I think. So, congrats to me. Hey everyone, my name is Lauren. Welcome back to my channel, or hello if you're new, I'm Lauren. If you are new, you should definitely hit the red subscribe button below because it's fun, it's free, and it's definitely worth it because I think I have some good videos up in here that you might like. So since it's summer, I post 1 to 3 times a week, depending on the week and depending on how busy I am. But I pretty much just post as much as possible. I don't have like a specific upload date. Whenever I do talking videos, I feel like I always have a drink. So like today I have just some water. From now on, I think I'm going to like try and have like a drink with me just for fun whenever it's a talking video. Also, I'm super sweaty and you can probably like see it like on my face like accumulating. But it's okay. So if you can see right there, there's like a succulent pot thing and that's new.
Wow, good for you, man. I'm so glad you have a succulent plant. Like, I wish I was you. I'm jealous of you.
On to the topic of today's video. I'm like out of breath. Am I okay? Whew. If you couldn't tell by the title of this video, today's video is kind of like a story time. And it is the story of how I almost died. And I'm not telling this story to like to get attention or to like make you feel bad for me or anything. That is not the point of this at all. The point of this is mostly just to entertain you, and also I think that you and I can both learn something from this story, because I'm not only going to be telling you the story of how I almost died, I'm also going to be telling you kind of like what I learned from it, and just some lessons I learned from that story and that experience. So if you like this video, please be sure to hit the thumbs up button, and like I said previously, make sure to subscribe if you haven't already. It would really mean the world to me, and I just think so that you can see all my videos. So if you have watched my Fun Facts About Me video, if you've watched that video, you would know that I think I mentioned that I am allergic to peanuts, and it's not just like a little like sensitivity, it's like pretty much a deadly allergy. So this story is about that allergy. I think it was March 2015 is when this whole thing happened. That year, it was grade 6, and it was the first year that you could like start to play a band instrument. And I know you're probably like, Lauren, what does this have to do with you dying? Like, this has nothing to do with it, but trust me, it's important. So, well, it's kind of important. Like, it leads on to it. Pretty much, like, it was the first year that you could play an instrument in my middle school. I chose the clarinet, and as you know, now I play the saxophone. If you've seen my Send This to Your Soulmate with No Context video, I have it literally right back there. In my school, you had to play the clarinet for 1 year, and then you could move on to the saxophone, and I had always wanted to play the saxophone because I just thought it was cool and whatever. So in grade 6, since it was the first year band, I was playing the clarinet, and this new girl came into my school, and I'm not going to say her name just for privacy reasons. Let's say her name was Katrina. Me and Katrina were not friends when she first came because obviously you don't like click with the new kids right away. Her and my other friend had kind of like started becoming friends, whatever, like she asked her to eat lunch with us and stuff like that. But then Katrina and I kind of became like slightly more friends than my other friend and Katrina. We had more in common and whatnot. And then we later found out that me and her were both in band and we both played the clarinet. We go throughout the year just playing band, we became better friends, whatever, and like we had hung out a lot and stuff. I think we had a band performance coming up and we wanted to practice together, and since we played this since we were friends and since we played the same instrument, we decided, hey, like, let's just hang out and practice together because then we can hear, like, what we need to improve on and what it sounds like together and all that good stuff. We went over to her house. Mind you, this is not her fault at all. Like, this is 100% not her fault. Like, so I was at her house. I did not bring my EpiPen. I think we were only going to hang out for like 1 or 2 hours. We were just going to practice our instruments and then I would go back home. We were planning on literally going there, playing our instruments, going home. Like, that's all. I mean, I'm sure you've probably seen this before because there are commercials all around about it. It's like, blue to the sky, orange to the thigh, and then you like stab it into your leg. So that's if you're having an anaphylactic allergic reaction, which pretty much means like a deadly allergic reaction, which is what I would get if I ate peanuts. So I did not bring mine that day because, like I said, we were kind of just planning to play our instruments, go home, like whatever. So I didn't bring this, and that was the first mistake. Like why did I ever think it was a good idea to just not bring it? But like the one time I didn't bring it, something happens. Like it's always the one time that you don't bring something that something bad happens, where if you had it, you would have been okay. This was in May. This was not in March. This was in May because it was after Easter. So obviously everyone has like their Easter chocolates and whatever, and we're like, let's have a little snack. We decided we wanted to have some Easter chocolates, and I like asked her, I was like, oh, are there any peanuts or like any nuts in this? And she's like, no, I don't think so, because I'm allergic to other nuts as well. Like I'm not allergic to peanuts, but I'm allergic to other nuts, so I don't think that there will be any nuts in there. And I'm like, okay, that was a second mistake. Kind of on both our parts. Like I think it's both of our faults. Like I should have actually checked and like really persisted on it, because she kind of just said like, I don't know, I'm pretty sure it won't, and I should have like checked to make sure with her mom and stuff like that. So I had the chocolate, and like right as I put it into my mouth, like right as it was like on my tongue, and mind you, it was literally like a little egg like this big, like literally not even the size of my eye. Right as I put it into my mouth, I could just feel like my throat feel like it was like itching, and I was like, I feel like this has peanuts in it. Like I kind of just said it like jokingly, just because, like, I was kind of scared, you know? Katrina was just like, okay, like, let's make sure with my mom, like, we can just ask her. We go out, and she's just like, hey, Mom, like, you know those chocolate eggs you gave me for Easter? Like, do they have nuts in them? Like, do they have peanuts in them? And then her mom's like, oh, yeah, why? And at that moment, I was kind of just like, oh, am I going to die today? I don't even know what I was thinking. Like, I could not think of anything at that moment other than, like, I'm going to die. So we pretty much just explained to their parents, like, we ate this, we didn't know it had nuts. Long story short, I had peanuts in my mouth, I could feel my throat itching, and my stomach felt disgusting. Like, I felt like I was going to puke everywhere. And I just felt my body kind of getting tired and, like, wanting to shut down. So we called my dad, like, to come pick me up and take me to the hospital or whatever. And I remember, like, looking out the window at, like, the geese outside, and I don't know, like, I guess it was, like, a feeling of impending doom. I was like, this is the last piece of nature I'm ever gonna see and stuff like that. It was so dark. But anyways, my dad finally came, and I was lying down that whole time, because that's what the doctors tell you to do, is just to lie down. Right as soon as I stood up, like, I could feel my throat, like, closing up, and I could just feel myself, like, have trouble breathing. And right when I got outside, like, I started crying, because I was like, Dad, like, I'm gonna die. And he's like, just calm down, we'll get you to the hospital, whatever. So we got to the hospital, and there's like the waiting line, so we kind of just like skipped the waiting line. We're like, we need to go in like right now, and the person's like, oh, just wait in the waiting line. And then we're like, no, like, we can't, like, we're having, like, she's having an anaphylactic allergic reaction. So then they're like, oh, okay. So they wheel around they wheel around a wheelchair, they put me in it, and like right as I sat down, like, I could just feel my eyes like wanting to be closed, and like I just felt my body like going limp and just wanting to like fall asleep and just not wake up. Anyways, I just felt like so weak and like tired all of a sudden. So anyways, they wheel me back, like put the medicine that's in EpiPens into my arm, like just to like calm it down and get it out of my system. They put like those little breathing things up my nose so I don't like stop breathing. They have my pulse, they do all that stuff. They put a bunch of medicine into me so that I'm like okay somewhat. Long story short, we're there, my mom comes, my brother's like, oh, like, is Lauren okay and all that stuff, even though he's like at home or whatever. I fall asleep, like, it's okay now, like, I'm gonna live, like, I'm alright. And I'm just like sitting there, just like, oh, like, I could have died today. Like, it didn't hit me then, but now that I think about it, I'm like, that could have been my last day. And so I'm just sitting there, and then I remember, funny part of this story is I went up to use the washroom because I'd been like napping the whole time, so like nothing was bothering me. That I was like, okay, I really need to pee. So I got up, and my mom went with me because she said, like, since there was so much adrenaline in me from the medicine, I might like be tipsy or whatever. Right as my mom let go of me so I could use the washroom, I literally like fell on this shelf, and I was like, oh yeah, I can feel the adrenaline or something like that. Anyways, that day goes by, and so that's pretty much like the rest of the story. Like, I was in the hospital for probably about 5 hours or so that day. Katrina was like apologizing to me nonstop, and I'm like, no, like, actually it's okay, I'm fine. So now that you know like the story of how I almost died from an allergic reaction, I just want to tell you, like, what I learned from that, I guess. Although my eyes were closed most of the time because I was like trying to sleep and whatever, and like my body was just like shutting down, it really just opened my eyes. It just opened my eyes like, okay, I have oil on my eyebrows, fun. I don't know why I thought that sounded like poetic, like though my eyes were closed most of the time, my eyes were opened, but it actually sounds kind of stupid, but I'm leaving it in because just for laughs, just for fun, you know? Live life with fun to the fullest. At that moment, it was kind of just like, if this was my last like minute here, like would I be happy? Like would I be happy with everything I've done in my life? Like where would I go after I died, you know? Because I'm religious, so like heaven and hell, all that good stuff. Did I live my life the best I could? It kind of just like hit me like, no, like I didn't at all. Like I was just going through the motions, just doing everything like whatever, and I was like, okay, I can't keep doing this. Like I can't just keep going to sleep, waking up, going to school, coming home, going to sleep, waking up, like just living a cycle. Like I have to actually live with a purpose and kind of just like live my life to the fullest. And I realized I really wasn't doing that before then. I just realized that like I needed to show people around me that I love them and tell them I love them, and I need to just live my life as if it is my last day, because that day could have been my last day. It was just so shocking to me. Like it takes the experience of almost dying to realize how much you haven't lived. From the moment you're born, from the moment you're brought into this world, you begin to die. And that's just something that's so hard to grasp. From the moment you're born, you should be living your best life just in case you die, just in case this is your last day or this is your last week. Because you never know, like you never know. Like I did not know that that day I'd be in a wheelchair being rolled to the back to get medicine put into me so that I don't die. Like I did not know that. You really gotta just not take your life for granted. You have to live every day as if it's your last, because it could be. Like you never know. Like even if you don't have allergies or whatever, you could get in a car crash, you could do this and that. That one was the one where I realized like there is so much I haven't been doing that I should be doing, and so much like I've been missing out on because, and I've just been so unhappy. And you just gotta live your life and just live it with a purpose and live it with intent and with focus, and just try your hardest at everything, and you'll be happy, so that when you die you won't be like, oh, like I wish I would have done this, or like you won't die with regrets, but you'll die with satisfaction in what you did do. Pretty much what I want to say is like, from the moment you're born, you begin to die, so make sure you live every day of your life as if you are going to die that day. And I say this all the time, but like, do something that scares you, do something that you wouldn't normally do, and just stop living through the motions. Like live, be kind to others, be kind to yourself, love others, love the world around you. Just spread love, don't spread hate, be kind, be happy, and just live happily, because everyone dies but not everybody truly lives, and you can change that. You can live. It's not too late to start. You can start right now, but you can't procrastinate it, because what if tonight you go to sleep and you don't wake up? You don't know. So you just gotta live. So you gotta start now. You can't like say, oh, I'll do it tomorrow, oh, I'll do it next week. Never give up. Just never give up. Like death is final, and once your life is gone, it's gone. You don't get it back. I hope you guys liked this. If you did, please be sure to hit the thumbs up button and subscribe if you haven't already. It would really mean a lot to me, and it would just show me that you like it, I guess. And also share it with your friends, because I think we could spread some good words and encouragement with this video, hopefully. I hope you're having a good day, and if you're not, I hope this made your day better. And if it didn't, watch some of my other videos and maybe they'll make your day better, hopefully. So yeah, I hope you have a good day and that you're just doing well and that you'll start living your life. I just spilled water on myself. Cool. Have a good day. I love you guys. Bye. Woohoo! Okay, bye.
Sorry I didn't kiss you, but it's obvious I wanted to.